I follow this along the straight line, and then now what I'm going to do is trim from this line to here just so that the edge is a straight edge. To help keep it straight, then I also make sure this line here matches there.
So I don't think we should.
We need 4 3.5-inch squares. So this is 7, there's 3.5. So there's the 4 for the corners. And now we need 4 3.5 by 4.5 because we're going to the 9-inch block, correct? Okay, 9. Okay, so there's your background pieces. For the 8, you take the ones that are 3.5 by 4.5, so that it measures up to the 3.5. You're putting your triangle pieces on the 4.5-inch side.
Okay.
Like this, so that it will match. Because otherwise, if you did it this way, you'd be getting yourself into trouble. So, okay, so now we'll take these. All these over here. In the back of this, so you want to just make sure you have the right side up. Okay. So you want to lay it with the right side up on this one, and then you want the right side down on this one, and then you lay it on the corner so that you're stitching here, not like this.
Right. Okay.
So you need to have it so that it edge to edge, right? Then you stitch, try to stay on the line. If you're going to be off the line, it's better for you to be off the line towards the point, not towards the center.
Okay.
Because that way you still have a little wiggle room. Okay. So you just sew down the center on that drawn line, and then you go here. You don't take it off. You just let it. Stitch a couple of stitches.
Would it be an idea to use pins if you're not
you can, it's just that with machines going over the pins.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes and it's not that long of a seam. Now, what I usually do is, they tell you to trim a 1/4 of an inch seam on this, but I don't, because sometimes if you haven't sewn, here I'll trim. I only trim off this inside piece.
And don't cut the wrong side off of it.
So you cut the square that you just
on the inside,
right?
Yeah.
You leave the background, because see, that way, see how the background shows over a little bit? You can use that as your true edge, your more accurate edge, so you get your 1/4. If I would have cut that white off, it would have changed. And when you're talking threads within quilting, sometimes it can make a difference.
Yeah.
So that's why I usually leave, especially if I'm machine quilting.
Cut your head off.
Did you?
Sorry about that.
So,
but I probably should just
trim off
the inside
piece. So you just lay it the same, and you're stitching on But this time you're going to go up and over. The reason why you need to press it down because you're going to go up and over
Okay.
the other piece.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And that's where you get your 1/4 inch. And now I always go from the second row to the first row so that the first row is up and the second row is with your right sides together. So now you have row 1, row
Okay,
2,
okay,
row
okay,
3. So
okay.
row 2 goes on top of row 3,
Okay.
or row 1.
Right,
like this,
uh-huh,
so your right sides together.
Okay.
And I stop just a little bit before, then I come with my second piece. Butt it up to the other piece.
Okay.
Three on top of row 2,
Okay.
like this. There's row 2.
All right. I would have actually gone the other way, but yeah. Okay.
You would have done it by
I would have done like top.
The way I do it, it's
Right.
just,
Yeah, I guess it.
as
Yeah.
long as you have yourself organized as to how you do it. Okay, so
That is
now-
very, very helpful, obviously, with that little garb thing.
even when I'm making big quilts, I will get all my, I will do all my vertical rows first so that it's all hung together, and then later
Oh,
I can
wow,
come back and
uh-huh.
do the horizontal rows that way.
And now you don't even have to cut them apart, right?
No, you don't cut them.
No.
Yeah, that's the whole idea is so that they're all hung together, so you've got your block.
Right.
Now the trick is the pressing part.
Okay.
Well, sit in the other row, and because this one is, you're not dealing with seams, I would press towards, so this one will go towards the background.
So now you're pressing from the
This
front
one
side.
will go here. I always press from the top because that way
Right. Because then you don't have.
I don't end up with like a little lip or
Yeah.
something.
Uh-huh.
So now you can see what I did is these all went out,
That way,
this went
uh-huh.
in, this went out.
Okay.
Okay? Now what you do is you just sew, and because your seams went the opposite direction, that you can
They
feel
don't line up
they
like
nest
that.
together.
Right.
They,
Oh, well, of
they-
course, that also
they
helps.
fit together. Yeah.
Helps.
Voila. There you go. See?
Dee-ra-dee-ra, dee-ra-dee-ra, dee-ra-dee-ra.